Welcome back. This is Will at Work. I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at the Quadtronics electronic color TV game, model Q476. We're going to see if this works out of my gaming collection. Don't know too much about it. Looks like another pong system. It has some handheld controllers with sliders, it looks like. So it's a bit of a late design, I think. However, based on the fact that it plays tennis, hockey, handball, and smash, which is also known as practice on most other Pong systems, that this is probably using the AY38500 chip that the vast majority of other Pong systems use. But we'll give it a shot and check it out because we've certainly seen some other interesting and weird things historically with when we look through these things as you go down through them. So, looking at the box, there's nothing on the back. Looks like this one was at least owned in Salinas, California. Doesn't mean it was made there. I like how they have the phone number right on the box. You can call that number. See if you can get service on this. It'd be kind of funny if you could call them up. Be like, hey, I got a Pong system. You guys? Yeah. You got the Quadtronics electronic color TV game? Is that model Q476? Oh yeah. Geez, that's the one I got. Yeah. What's brand with it? Well, I can't get a picture. All right, you know what? Lifetime warranty. Send it in. And get you a free one. Wow. We'll even hook it up to HDMI for you. No kidding. Okay, none of that's going to actually happen. That place is probably long gone. All right. So, this one's a little bit beat up, but that could be just from sitting around for a long time. But looks like we've got some wear here on the switches, which is a good sign that this has been well played, which is nice. I kind of, like to see that people were enjoying these things when they were around. It is weird. There's a weird arrangement, right, with these wires. Like, I guess you would put it like that. Put the wire on the side like that. Like that's how you would store it. It's interesting, right? Sound comes out of here. We've got large paddle, small paddle, slow ball, fastball, slow ball, tennis, hockey, handball, smash, and the degrees, plus a reset button. No serve button, though. And that almost looks like it should have like a piece of black plastic or something on it, but I'm just guessing. It can't really see it on the picture on the box. Let's flip it over and take a look at the bottom. So just the FCC serial number 115802. I doubt they made 115,000 of these. It's probably like the 802nd one or something. It's kind of a particle board bottom, not plastic. It's interesting. On the back here, we have a very clean RF out, which is nice. An adapter port, but you notice it doesn't take batteries. Well, it did come with a power adapter, so that's a plus. Trying to figure out what if it's one of the 6 or the 9s. It's volts. It's probably a 9 volt though. I got a feeling it's a 9 volt. In fact, we looked at the adapter earlier. It is a 9 volt. Yep. Because anytime they're using that AY38500 chip, it tends to be a 9 volt. It's not the only processor. If you look through like the history of Pong systems, there were more than a few different processors, and we've seen some. I mean, obviously the Atari ones are different, right? And the ones that run on telegames are also Atari. So those are going to be probably your highest quality ones from that era. Philips, I don't know what they used. I mean, but Coleco, that made all the telegames ones, they basically stuck with that AY8500, and they were fairly successful selling all their different Pong systems and making money off of them. But they were like Texas Instruments and all these other people make them, and occasionally we'll find a different one that's unusual. I don't always open up the systems to figure it out, but sometimes you can find information about these online. And a lot of these are pretty common in terms of, like, people have seen them before. It's when you get to, like, you know, this system was from Brazil or whatever. This was an Argentinian unit. Then it's kind of like, I don't know who made that, or, you know, what the market was for, whatever. You know, like the Russian one, right? Like, I doubt the Soviets were importing stuff from General Dynamics back in the day. So, you know, did they have their own pong chip, or was it just stolen technology? You know what I mean? Oh, maybe one day we'll find out and I'll buy a Russian pong system, but I don't have one right now. They are always way too expensive for what it is. I mean, I don't think they were common. It was a luxury item. I don't think a lot of people bought them, you know, but I also think that they're not worth that much because they're just Pong. And I mean, who wants Pong? Whatever. Let's see. Let's plug it in. What did I just do with the plug? Oh, what's it here? See if it makes noise. And if it does, we'll switch it over to the video side, and we'll see if we can get video out. And if we can, we'll wrap it up. And if we can't, we'll come back here and we'll see. So that's off. Yep, looks good. So we'll switch over to the video side and we'll talk about it. Here we go. Okay, we're with the Quadtronics here, and lo and behold, we have a color screen. What's unusual about that is, if you haven't been following the whole series on these things, the color screen is usually not part of the package with these things. They're almost always black and white. And for this particular model with the 4 things, I believe you could make them color by adding a helper processor or chip, not a processor, but a microchip that would allow you to have some color. But a lot of places didn't do that because it was added cost for, you know, they just got away with doing it in black and white. But looks like these guys went ahead with the color. So this game here is just the practice. And we've got they call this one handball, sometimes, you know, squash, highlight, whatever, racquetball. Then we have hockey and tennis. We have large paddle, small paddle, different ball speed. So that's interesting. I'm still pretty sure, based on everything we've seen so far in the history of these things, that we are still dealing with the AY3 8500, but it's got the color helper chip. It's a little bit rare. I don't know if the Quadtronics is exactly rare. Seems to work okay. Sliders have a little bit of, they need to be cleaned. You can see the jumping. That's, you know, characteristic of the you know, the tracking not being bad on these. Sometimes they use belts to a little bit, but probably just need the contacts to be cleaned, or just a lot of play. They'll probably work themselves out in time. What are you going to do when something's like 40 years old, though? But, you know, a nice strong signal, no real interference, a little bit of waviness, but we're not getting any sort of snow on the screen. That's pretty nice, and it's in color. So Quadtronics company, whoever you were, or if you're still out there, good job on your Pong system. Now, about that lifetime warranty. Thanks for watching.